Mm, mm. I kind of want to do this. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. They kind of deserve this. To be honest, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, another team from the AFC North, would have been a much better team in the playoffs than Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, they lost four straight going into this game. They didn't have enough offensive weapons to compete against the AFC's best. They simply don't. They don't have enough. They don't have enough firepower. Mike Tomlin can only do so much with this team. And to be quite honest, when it comes to Mike Tomlin is one of those coaches where, like, he's had 20 straight seasons let me rephrase, 20 straight seasons without a losing record. He had a couple of 8-8s in there, but they don't consider that a losing record because it isn't. So 20 straight seasons, no losing seasons. He's a good coach. Is he good enough to get the Pittsburgh Steelers over the top? Because, of course, he did it back in '08 against the Arizona Cardinals. But since then, nothing, nada, nothing. I mean, they went back to the Super Bowl back in 2011, but they lost to the Green Bay Packers. It's time for the Rooney family to have that conversation seriously. Is he good enough in today's NFL to get us over the hump? Me personally, I don't think so. I think Mike Tomlin still has a place in this league. I think he should be a head coach somewhere else. But should it be with Pittsburgh? I don't think so. I think it's time for him to move on. With that being said, Mike Tomlin, Russell Wilson, George Pickens, Cam Hayward, old man Cam Hayward, 35 years old, man, looking 50 out there. TJ Watt, Patrick Queen, sit your motherfucking ass down, sit down. Backed into the playoffs with a 4-game losing streak, Cincinnati would have been a much better team in the playoffs right now. They would have given the Ravens a better run for their money. They would have given the Ravens a run for their money. I guarantee you, Joe Cool out there, Joe Burrow, he would have done a much better job. Now, listen, Russell Wilson had a decent game. He's okay. Do I think Russell Wilson will ever be top 10 ever again? No, absolutely not. I think he's lost the speed and athleticism. He still has a little bit of it, but it's not to the level that it once was. And with Russell Wilson, in order for him to be top 10 or to be one of the top echelon quarterbacks in the league, he has to have that elite athleticism. It goes with this game. If he doesn't have that, his ceiling is top 15. That's his ceiling. And even though I'm not a fan of Lamar Jackson, I'm really not. Lamar Jackson is clearly the MVP this season. I got to shout out to him. He had a damn good game today. Now, the Steelers, they had a game plan. Listen, if we're going to choose our poison, we would rather have Lamar Jackson run against us than Derrick Henry. It still didn't matter because Derrick Henry had, 180-some yards rushing? And when Lamar Jackson, a lot of running backs make the quarterback's job easier. We saw that early in Dak's career where Ezekiel Elliott, when he was super effective, he made everything so much easier for Dak Prescott. But when I look at this Ravens team, and even when I look at the Philadelphia Eagles, the quarterback, their running ability makes it easier for the running back. Do I think Saquon and Derrick Henry will have the seasons that they're having Without without Jalen Hurts and without Lamar Jackson, do I think they would have seasons like this? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We've seen Derrick Henry have a 2,000-yard season with the Tennessee Titans. But this late in his career, do you think he could do that again? Do you think he could reach 1,900 yards rushing with the Tennessee Titans? No. Do you think Saquon Barkley could have had 2,000 yards with the Giants? No. It's the combination of the offensive line and having those dual threat quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson makes it easier for Derrick Henry. Absolutely, he does. He does. Lamar Jackson, as much as I hate to admit it, Lamar Jackson is clearly the MVP. He's a standout player. He's a legend. It's hard to contain him. The only thing that can contain Lamar Jackson is the NFL playoffs. That's the only thing. This is his third playoff win. Let's see what he does next week. But for right now, he's the MVP. He's deserving of all the praise that he's getting right now. I'll just leave it at that. John Harbaugh, he finds ways to stick around in this league. I think John Harbaugh is a damn good coach as well. The Ravens fans, they've had him for quite some time, since 2008, I believe. I believe he came in with the Ravens in 2008. You know, they've been with him for so long. They're kind of over it. They're like, he can't win us the big one. You know, even though he did it back in 2012, he can't go back and do it again. The Ravens fans, they truly don't know what they have in John Harbaugh. I think John Harbaugh is a top coach in this league. He's definitely better than all the coaches that the Cowboys have had recently. That's what I'll say. But I think John Harbaugh is doing a damn good job over there as well. I think Ravens fans are just tired of hearing his voice, and they're tired of the playoff failures that they've had in recent memory, especially with all the talent that they have in having Lamar Jackson. I think the recent playoff failures has a lot to do with Lamar Jackson. Can he rewrite that this season? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But brothers, that's my thoughts on the game. I have to reiterate this. Steelers fans, sit your motherfucking ass down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down with your boy. We got LA Charger fans over here, son. Y'all come join us, man. Like I said, I got plenty of chips. I got plenty of popcorn, beer, wings, whatever you need, brothers. I got you. This is the emotional support couch. Not only are my Cowboys sitting on the goddamn couch, if you saw my video yesterday, the Longhorns are sitting their ass down with me as well. Just join us, man. We all crying over here. We're all heartbroken over here. It's all love. All right, my brothers. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.